Y'all, this soundtrack though, it's so good. Uh-oh, green screen trouble. One moment while I fix that. That's better. There we go. How's it going? I hope you guys are having a great week. This is kind of loud. I'm using Hugh's soundtrack video. How you guys doing? Well, happy Monday. I hope everybody's Mondays have been good. Your wife baked 48 buns? Holy cow, I want a bun. Hey, Crimpsty. Hey, James, how's it going? It's good to see everybody. It's Monday. I'm back in town. My trip went well. It was something I think my spirit really needed, so I'm coming back feeling recharged and refreshed and ready to go. Had a good day at work. Well, I wouldn't say it was a good day at work, but I went in with a good attitude today at work. I'm glad you're having a fantastic week. I miss you too, Paige. It has been a while. I really haven't been streaming very much over the last month or so, and I apologize for that. It's just been a crazy month, and so now I feel like I'm kind of getting back to like a normal routine. Things are starting to feel a little bit better than they were. So I was sitting at my desk at work today. I saw you were streaming today while I was at work, Christy. I'm sorry I couldn't come by because of that, but I'm so glad you were streaming again. But yes, I was sitting at my desk at work today listening to Nancy Drew music, because I do that often. And everybody's like, wow, what is this great music? And I'm like, Nancy Drew. The Blue Moon Canyon soundtrack was playing, and it just made me really, really want to play it. So even though I've technically already done this game on Senior, at the time, I decided I wasn't going to archive it to my YouTube, and then I went back and changed my mind about archiving my Senior playthroughs through to YouTube. So I'm playing it again because I'm in the mood for it, and because I wanted to go ahead and archive a Senior playthrough to Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. The last time I played Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon on stream on Senior was, I don't know if you guys remember this, but Dirk went on a gift subbing like string, and my sister found a green sheet, wrapped herself up in it, and pretended to be a floating head ghost. I don't know if you guys remember that, but there are clips of it somewhere in the internets. Nancy does make everything better. Somehow it feels wrong to say that I love my wife's buns. Well, I think it's better to say that you love your wife's buns than any other women's buns. The picture you posted, I know that we had driven through on the way back through a rainstorm, and on the other side of the rainstorm was that beautiful rainbow, and it was just so cool. Consent from my wife or the buns? Maybe both. Consent is important. This is very true. Hi, Shannon. How are you? It was great, Riddy. That was great. Okay. All right. Let's play some Nancy Drew. I'm going to close out of the music here. I have my camera here. Hello, camera. And I have my chat actually sitting over here on my iPad because I don't have dual monitors. So when we play Nancy Drew, we got to have another method to read the chat. So that's what we're doing. I have no idea what we're talking about. Moocher said that his wife baked 48 buns, and then he was like, is it wrong of me to say that I love my wife's buns? And I'm like, I mean, it's, with consent. I'm a joy, thank you. Yeah, Reddy, earlier you said, hi, Crimpsty, and I thought it was so funny, but I figured it was a typo. I feel like my head looks so weird right now because this green screen is being super strange. So I'm trying to find like a happy medium. There may not be one. Maybe that's better. Ugh, I don't like this weird corner. Hang on, let me. Hey, there we go. Turn my lights a little bit. Turn my lights a little bit. Okay, that's better. All right, sorry for fixing things. You probably should love your wife's buns. Yeah. Krumbahype! Hello to everyone, and I love you all. You're loved as well. Sounds like a chirpy fortune teller, the happy medium. Yeah, okay. All right, switching over. Boop. Hi, chat, multiple times, and my head multiple times. Okay, minimize this. And we going to go to Last Train to Blue Moon King game. Tell me if anything looks or sounds wrong or gross. Pog chat, indeed. Why is my stream not playing on my iPad? Okay. Why is my stream so behind on my iPad? Do I have bad lag? Play. Play. Okay. How's it look? How's it sound? We're doing all right? Oh, shoot, my bot. All right, hang on. Shoot, I forgot. We gotta put the bot on. I'm so sorry. I forgot to do my bot. We getting it. We getting there. 1 second, please. I apologize. I'm also gonna scooch this over a little bit. Okay. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. Okay, hang on. We gotta attach the bot. Okay, now bot should work. Hello, Lunar Daydream. How are you doing today? Okay, okay. Train, here we go. Bot should work now. I love Nancy Drew games. You are in good company. Most of us here in the chat are big, big, big Nancy Drew fans, so you have found yourself a good place to be. Oh my gosh!
V is the best.
Double Bub's coming up in here with the 100 Pog bits! Pog! How's it going? Dare and or Cat, how are you doing? Oh my gosh, Riddy is just doing the best. You're in the fight place. It's good to see you guys. I hope you're doing well. Oh, hang on 1 sec. I need to fix that too. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. I am, wow. We're gonna put that right there. Oh my gosh. Shannon up in here. Shannon up in here with the 100 bits. What in the, we are starting the hype train. What? Look at that hyper. Look at that. Thank you so much. Okay, now we're gonna play a game. How does the sound? Do I need to?
Here I am at the railroad station.
Is Nancy louder than me?
About to board a train bound for who knows where.
Hype!
The only person who knows where we're going is Lori Gerard. Here I am at the railroad station along with a handful
If
of
she's
other
louder than me or
detectives
whatever,
about to
just
board
tell
a
me.
train bound
I
for
can
who
kind of
knows
knock her
where.
down.
The only person who knows where we're
Aye.
going is Lori Gerard. Here I am at the railroad station.
Wanna
along with a handful of
swing
other detectives about to board
from
a
the
train bound for who knows
chandelier.
where. The only person who knows where
Nancy
we're
sounds
going
fine.
is
Okay,
Lori
good.
Gerard.
All right, we're doing it. New game. Uh-oh.
Welcome
Oh,
to
whew.
my latest case. Last train to Blue Moon.
I'm a big fan of Nancy Drew audio readers. You're also in the right place.
If you're new to adventure games.
Okay, senior detective. Lunar.
Here I am
Oh,
at
I'll
the
wait till
railroad
this is
station
over.
along
Then we'll
with
talk.
A handful of other detectives about to board a train bound for who knows where. The only person who knows where we're going is Lori Gerard. That's the young woman who invited everyone.
Is Penguin.
Actually, she didn't really invite
Crested
me. She
penguins.
invited Frank and
Parent
Joe
penguin
Hardy,
heading
and they
home.
invited me. And I've always wanted to join
So
forces
why are
with the
these
Hardy
woodlands
Boys.
so
I just
attractive
hope this
to
doesn't turn out
She's
to be
talking about the
one
Hardy
of
Boys
those
and
silly
penguins.
attempts to grab publicity. Some people can be a little too rich and a little too famous for their own good. Wish me luck. Love, Nancy.
Well, people, now that our little orientation
I forgot
tour
this
is
happens
over,
right after the
let's
thing.
get started. Okay, I, again, am Lori Gerard, and the first thing I want to do is thank you all for coming. John Gray,
It's
I'm
okay, Paige.
so thrilled that you're taking time out
Oh,
from that
thank you
TV
so
show
much.
of yours
Thank
to
you
do
so much,
some
Dare.
ghost hunting here with us. I mean, Ghost Chasers is like the best cable show ever. And Charlena Purcell, I cannot tell you how much I adore those romance novels you write. Your characters just seem so real.
Ah!
And all that stuff you know about the Old West, you are just awesome.
Oh my
and
gosh!
Tino Balducci,
Britt, thank you so much for
only
28
the
months of
most famous
subbing.
police
Insanity.
detective in the country. And then there's Frank and Joe Hardy. They're amateur detectives. My dad and their dad are old friends. And you must be the other amateur detective, their friend, Natalie?
Nancy Drew.
No thanks,
Whatever.
Saw.
All right.
Thank you,
I bet
Riddy.
You're wondering where we're going. Well, we're going
Thank you
to
for the host,
Copper
James.
Gorge, Colorado. Why? To solve the mystery of what happened to Jake Hurley, the man who originally owned this train. Because, see, one day in 1903, this train, was found in a place called Blue Moon Canyon, which was out in the middle of the Nevada desert. Only the engineer was on board, and he was dead. As for Jake Hurley, he had disappeared from the face of the earth. Oh, and two more things. Before he disappeared, Jake was rumored to have found the richest gold mine in the world.
Who is
And
that
the train
peeking
he owned,
around the
this
corner?
train, his wife Camille died on it while they were going to the gold fields. It was rumored to be haunted.
She's
Oh
gone.
my gosh.
What in the world?
Hey, what's going on?
There you go. There's your murderer.
Should never go tampering with things they don't understand.
Oh, brother.
It's okay. Everybody just stay calm. No need to
Where is
panic.
Garrett?
I'll get to
His
the bottom
favorite
of
character. It's Tino.
Well, Nancy, you're up on all that social etiquette stuff. What are you supposed to do when your hostess vanishes into
Thank you for the host, Angel. There's still more talking.
If I don't seem concerned, it's because I'm not. Lori Gerard
Wow, thanks,
is a
I am
young
calm
woman
now.
whose only goal is to be famous. She craves attention and habitually uses her father's considerable wealth to get it.
Okay, quick thing. Lunar, thank you so much for being here. I think this is our first time meeting. I'm V. I've been streaming for, goodness, almost 4.5 years now, which is craziness to think about. I started out playing Nancy Drew. I have now expanded my horizons, if you will, to other things, a lot of Nintendo. But I still revisit Nancy Drew often because it is a series that's very close to my heart. And I'm going through them kind of occasionally and in random order on Senior now. I played them all through in order on Junior when I first started streaming. But you caught me on a Senior run of Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. It's a pleasure to have you. Hope you enjoy your time here. And what's your favorite Nancy Drew game? Gee, where you at? Tino would be G's favorite character. Okay. So, Charlena, let's talk about your ponytail and turtleneck sweater for a minute.
How well do you know her?
I don't really know her, I just know of her. The only reason I accepted her invitation was because I've come across the name Jake Hurley several times in my research, and this seemed like a good opportunity to learn more about him. What was your name again?
Nancy Drew. You and I have actually met. Sort of. I called you not too long ago when I was at Shadow Ranch. You gave me some information about Dirk Valentine.
Ah, Nancy Drew.
You remember me?
No.
Have you ever met Lori's other guests before?
Psst, Nancy,
Peek.
come here.
Excuse me for a second.
Yeah, I do remember her photo in Sean, how she looks nothing like that.
I think you better talk to those two friends of yours before you talk to me.
Okay, well, let's look around. We're on a train. Look at this fancy bar.
Is this Jake and his wife?
Yes.
I feel like I missed out on Nancy Drew because I'm British. I've watched British streamers play Nancy Drew,
Jake reportedly told
but I
me
think
that
it probably
after she
was
died,
promoted
he
more
would
in the
sometimes
States.
see strange glowing lights
Right,
outside the
Coley?
windows at night. bobbing gracefully alongside the train as if dancing with it. He said he found the sight very comforting. I suspect normal people would have found it terrifying.
Senior run, wow. I would have to say either Ghost Dogs and Moon Lake, because I love the atmosphere and the story, the salon and everything, or Message in a Haunted Mansion, because it was my first Nancy Drew game I played. That's awesome! Both two good games. Look around at how lucky we are to be alive, right? She kind of looks like a tall pile of poo! Get 'em ready! The only joke about my name is that a lot of people use it as a nickname, so everybody's second question is, what's your real name? That makes sense. It's like somebody being called, like, Jake or, like, Buddy or something like that. This game has some good soundtrack. I'm about to bump up the music just a little bit. Just because the music's so good. Tell me if that's too much.
It looks like there's something behind this painting, but I can't seem to move it. Sadie Crawford.
Sadie Crawford got 2 left feet. Like me on the dance floor. I have all my notes ready to go. I've had these notes for years. I'm going to try not to use them too much, but I will use them for the dolls because, yikes. Oh, this is not a blind playthrough. One sec. Boink. There we go. Yeah, this is not blind. Classic Sadie. Sadie Hawkins dance in my khakis pants. Khakis pants. There's nothing better. Oh, oh, oh. The music is beautiful in this game. Okay, be safe, Lunar. Hello, boys.
Pretty. Looks like some kind of gemstone.
Hey, Nance.
Where have you two been?
I followed Tino Balducci.
And I went after John Gray. He went straight to the room in the car that used to be Camille's and didn't come out again. I could hear all these weird noises coming from inside.
Any idea what he was doing?
I was just about to go in.
This
but the
game
next
is
thing I
definitely in
know,
my top
Joe's
10,
got
might be in
arm
my
a
top
vice grip
5.
and is dragging me
Where
back
is it
here
on my
babbling about how Balducci's our guy.
current
He
ranking?
found
Let
something
me
on
look.
the floor right where Laurie was standing when the train went dark. I saw him pick it up and put it in his pocket. Then he left.
It's number 14 for me. So in the top half. I took up that gamer nick, so if I ever double cross someone, I can say it's not like you were warned. Girls, that's the guys. It's always a surprise. There's nothing better, baby. Do you like my sweater? I do not like Charlena's sweater. Where have you two been? Sprites never leave the table except once. Hey, Autobot, how's it going? Haven't done a ranking recently. Mine might change as I go through all the games again on Senior.
Did you ask him about it?
When I tried to talk to him, he just kind of brushed me aside and said something snotty like, "I'm on the job here, Junior, so just go back to the playground and stay out of the way." In case you two hadn't noticed, we're not getting a lot of respect around here. Can't we at least tell Balducci that we do stuff for ATAC?
You know the rules.
Man, I miss these
American
Hardys.
Teens Against Crime. We do a lot of undercover work for them.
No wonder cops probably never even been undercover.
Hey, pal, how's it going?
Let it go.
Hey,
Charlene
Friday.
have to say?
She thinks Laurie is faking this whole disappearance thing.
She's not the only one.
How can you
Autobot,
say
I'm
that?
sorry you've had a bad day. I hope it
Anybody
improves
can
for you
scream,
soon.
Joe, especially girls whose fathers have given them acting lessons along with everything else they've ever wanted.
What about you, Nancy? What do you think?
I usually agree with Frank. I'm going to agree with Joe this time.
I kind of agree with you.
You've got to be kidding.
Thank you for that follow, Autobot. How's it going? Could I get a shout out for Pal and Optic? He has been playing through the Nancy series blind, typically on Tuesdays. He usually goes live about 4 Eastern. I missed most of his Shadow Ranch, which really disappointed me, but I plan to catch up. Hey, Brandon, how are you? It's good to see you. I just really, please if I could get a shout out for him if I've got a mod close by. I think Riddy's here. Riddy is here. Okay. Thank you so much. He has got some great Nancy emotes too. So I would suggest if you have $5 to spare that you would shoot him a sub because he's got some killer Nancy emotes that make me laugh. So I would recommend his emotes for sure. At least the Hardy Boys are decent in mid. That's true. They are decent, but I still think this is my favorite, like my favorite iteration of the Hardys. Got done with the tornado. Hope it's holding off. Oh goodness, stay safe, please be. Just catching up on chat. So much of the Nancy Drew gang is here. It makes me so happy. Me too, Angel. Everything has been going pretty good today. I had a good day at work. It was busy, but I just had just a good feeling about everything today, so it was good. Tornadoes! 2020's at it again. Yay, internet came back with me! Okay.
Do you think maybe one of Lori's other guests is in on her disappearance?
It's certainly possible.
From the way she talked, it didn't sound like she knew any of them.
Maybe that's what she wanted us to think.
Or maybe that's what one of them wanted her to think.
Well, whether Lori disappeared by force or by choice, what we've got to do now is find her.
Absolutely.
The one thing that bothered me about Joe in mid is that the fact that he moves so much, he's like constantly moving and fidgeting, it gave me like a little bit of, it like made me tense. I wanted to like grab him by the shoulders and be like, stop moving! It's so unbearably hot in the UK right now. Uh-oh. Yes, please be safe, everybody. Yeah, Frank looks okay in Kapu Cave, but he kind of looks like a nerd. I mean, that sounded really mean. I didn't mean it like that, but like, I just think he looks way cooler in this game. I'm in the Northeast, so all I have to deal with are tropical storms. Yeah, I'm in the Southeast, so tropical storms, hurricanes, all that jazz. Okay, be safe heating up food, Paige. I'm so sorry, I'm not really doing anything. I'm just trying to catch up on chat. Everyone moved too much in mid. Everyone, that's true. So you get the worst tropical storms, pretty much.
Has anyone talked to the engineer?
Not that I know of.
Then I'm going to head up front and tell him what's happened. Maybe he knows something we don't.
These are the Hardys,
In the
yeah.
meantime, we'll take another look around.
I'm
in
so
here.
sorry, pal.
Great. Catch you later.
These are the Hardys. Yeah, I'm used to the heat. You know, this time of year, it's common for us to be like 100 degrees Fahrenheit, so. Okay, let's see. Let's keep looking. And, whoa, hello. Pal, if you have to dip out because you don't want to be spoiled, I completely understand and it will not hurt my feelings, because I definitely like watching you go through things blind. I never realized we would see them in the flesh. Yeah. The spoilers are real, I'm so sorry. Yeah, if you need to dip out, I just started the game, by the way, so if you do slip out soon, you won't miss too much, or you won't get too many spoilers, because this is literally the beginning of the game, so. I gotta get one of my Nance friends to play an earlier game. I know, I'm sorry. I actually almost played Ghost Dogs, but I ended up doing Last Train because I was really in the mood for this one. You almost booted up Indy this weekend? Why didn't you? You might be able to stream erratically. Awesome. You know, Nancy, Laura's probably fine. That's true. We don't get AC here, though. That's true. When I saw Blue Moon, I thought it was the Ghost Dogs. Is it the same lake? Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon? There's no lake in Blue Moon Canyon. I was about to play Ice earlier last week, but I got an invite to play a different game with a friend. Fair enough. Oh, goodness. Are you staying in the Chicago area, B, or are you moving somewhere else? I'm wondering what they're going to eat for the next 30 plus hours. It's another Blue Moon, yeah. Like the ale? Okay. Let's get some stuff done.
Engineer,
Moving to Colorado. Wow.
I'm one of the passengers.
Any
and
reason?
I'd
Is
just
it
like
work
you to
again
know that
moving you
Lori
there?
Gerard has disappeared.
So?
Did you know she was going to disappear?
Hey, all I know is I take orders from Miss Gerard, okay? Right now my orders are to get this train to Copper Gorge non-stop. And until Miss Gerard tells me otherwise, that's what I'm gonna do.
A lot of life changes. I'm no longer secret agent man. Well, I hope you're doing something that you like. I hope everything's been well. Okay, be safe. Be safe, Britt. I'll probably head out in a minute for spoilers. Just wanted to come in and see the digs. I appreciate you stopping in, for sure. Thank you so much. You're only a couple games away from this one. So, pretty soon. I may not finish this all in one sitting tonight, because I only stream for about 2 hours on average at a time. And who knows when I'll pick it up again, but anyway. Okay.
Shouldn't you at least call the authorities?
It'll be my pleasure, just as soon as Miss Gerard orders me to.
But-
Now, if you'll excuse me, I got me a train to run.
Job got pretty toxic, so I'm pursuing other venues. Oh my gosh! Thank you so much for subbing, pal. I really appreciate that. I hope you enjoy your V-Bud emotes. I got some koalas in there and a couple little cartoon versions of me. I hope you enjoy. Yes, my little magnifying glass. Hype, thank you so much. 2020 is going to be a year to remember for sure. That's no joke, Brandon. Well, I hope the best for you always. Okay. Welcome back.
Looks like some sort of steam.
Do not open unless all pipes are connected. I will do it anyway. Of course, pal. No, you deserve it. Your channel's a lot of fun to be in. Okay, bye, pal. Thanks for being here. Kablooey. Let's go.
The door goes outside. Opening it now would not be a good idea. A square and a duck. It looks like this thing opens up, but how?
So do all the meals get cooked right here in this sink and tea service? Is this the oven that they cook things in? Is this like how everybody eats on this train? The first step to playing a Nancy Drew game, let's figure out how to kill Nancy. It's true. No food for anyone. They got a bar, that's all they need, right?
What are you working on?
I'm writing my next book. I'm on a deadline, so until I write those two most wonderful of all three-letter words, the end.
Do you have any
Everywhere I
portable
go,
stoves?
my
Yeah, I
laptop
carry
goes,
mine in
and
my
every
pocket.
chance I get, I write.
Liquid lunch. Nancy makes everyone PB&Js, yeah.
Why do you think Lori invited you on this trip?
No doubt because I'm such an authority on life in the Old West, and because I'm so good at using old information to unearth new information. My knack for research is, well, it's a gift.
What else do you know about Jake Hurley? You know, the man who originally owned this train?
Wealthy, imaginative, adventurous, stubborn, egocentric, and most importantly, he was smitten at the age of 35 by a young French woman named Camille Voulet, who died about a year after they were married.
That would suck, yo. Like, you find the love of your life, you get married, and then you get a year before she dies, or he dies, or whoever. Like, that would make me sad. Hey,
When
Puffy.
did he buy this train?
I missed
Sometime
minigame
in the
opportunity.
1870s, he decided to seek his fortune out west, so he had this train custom built so that he and
You have to
others
deal with a whole year of
could
marriage.
traverse the mountains
The
and
worst.
plains in relative comfort.
Probably Friday. I mean, what good passenger train doesn't have any Wi-Fi? My thing is acting weird again.
So he went west and became a miner?
All anyone
Hi,
knows
Tara.
for sure is that years after Camille's death,
Thank you for
he
shouting him
showed up
out.
in Denver with a pouch full of gold nuggets and semi-precious stones, which he used to purchase mining supplies. He refused to say how he'd come by them, which of course led to speculation that he had found a fantastically rich vein somewhere. Although to this day,
I'm trying to
its
see what's best
existence
from the
remains unsubstantiated, and
green
its
screen.
location quite unknown.
It'd be one heck of a goal to get reliable Wi-Fi on moving vehicles such as planes or trains. Satellite, but it wouldn't be fantastic. Yeah.
Well, I'll let you go.
My publisher thanks you.
What we got? A pencil. Because I'm a senior detective, I don't need a task list.
Another gemstone.
I wish that you could collect them before you knew you had to collect them. Puzzle! It's time for a puzzle. It's time for a puzzle. We're getting the puzzle. Is that here? I can't really tell. Whoop. Okay. Ayo. Busted probably could be. Yeah. I'd imagine it's a
Pickaxe
challenge.
and lamp with fuel for safekeeping. To open what's closed, lead is the key. Or is it lead is the key?
If I get closer to the camera, does it help? I can't tell. I don't like what the green screen is doing right now. I'm sorry I keep doing all of this. I just, thank you for the host. I just want a beautiful, there we go. That's better. Okay. Here, take this. Thank you, thank you. Can't wait till we meet the best character in this game. Which one is the best? Because we've... Oh. The one that T has a, emote for?
This must have been the sleeping car.
Oh, thanks. You're so sweet. Was that a passing train?
I need 4 numbers to unlock this, and there's, what, 10,000
Okay.
possible combinations?
0.
Guessing could take me a while.
0. 0. 0. Okay, that's not it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll be here a while. Okay. Pull the lever. Do you want me to? Okay, hang on.
Better not mess with that puppy.
Hot dang! Hang on, let me throw some... We gotta throw some, Fatima up in here. The whole stream is me just figuring out that one password. Hour and a half bus ride across counties, no less, and the Wi-Fi still works. That's pretty cool. Okay. Nancy Day! That was the deadly device. I don't think there's anything down this way. I wish you could go into Nancy's room and sleep. Nancy done did it goodly. I want a shirt with Fatima on it. That would be really fun. A Tale of Two Dolls. Ill-tempered Edna could not get her way. She couldn't get Alice to come out and play. I can't, I'm too tired, is what Alice said. I just want to go straight back to bed. I am Alice. Edna angrily tried to make herself heard, but all that came out was one 2-part word. Why, I'm not your mother, yawning Alice replied, till Edna the Terrible finally gave up and cried. Okay, be safe while eating. Uh-oh. Oh, that was weird. That was weird. Quiet. As requested for the benefit of those who have retired. Such language?
I just want
Oh.
some food in my bed. I just want some food in my bed.
That's true.
Hey, come on over here.
I was looking at things.
How you doing? John Gray.
You look pretty busy.
Right now I'm taking time-lapse electromagnetic readings and recording background noise. This was Camille's private car. If she had something to do with Laurie's disappearance, analyzing these readings may give me a clue as to Laurie's whereabouts.
Are you saying that Camille's ghost kidnapped Lori?
What to most people are ghosts are actually temporary distortions in local electromagnetic fields caused by the presence of residual psychic energy generated by the person or persons who frequented that particular locale. And that's my working theory, at least.
That's a little hard to swallow.
It's all very scientific. But the fact is, Laurie's missing, and I, for one, am doing everything in my power to find her. The vibes I'm getting make me think she could be in serious trouble.
You don't think Tino Balducci will be able to track her down?
I doubt it. In fact, I kind of feel sorry for the guy. After catching those bank robbers, he can't just be a good cop anymore. He's got to be a great cop. Tough to perform under that kind of pressure.
Great Grandma, stop distorting my electromagnetic field. Sir, maybe I just want to swing from the
First time I
chandelier.
boarded this train with all the rest of you. I knew her by reputation, of course, like everyone else who reads the tabloids. It doesn't appear that anyone aboard this train is her friend.
Maybe she doesn't have any friends.
Wouldn't be surprised. Maybe you can be too rich after all.
What's your opinion of Charlene
Thank you.
Purcell?
Charlene Purcell writes
Romance
romance novels.
novels.
End of comment.
I'll let you get back to work.
Take care.
All right.
The Little Book of Samplers.
By Bernie Saddlemar. Mario needs to introduce baby toads. That would be something, wouldn't it?
Sickly Sarah caught a germ so new it made one of her pretty green eyes turn blue.
Wouldn't that be weird if you got sick and it changed one of your eyeballs? Wouldn't that be weird?
This looks like some sort of game.
All right, let's see if I can do it on Senior. Oh,
I did.
it wasn't harder.
Wonder what's in here.
Like, baby, the worst game? All you gotta do is start tossing salt everywhere in the magic. You're like, ghosty friends go away. I did it first try. I didn't expect to.
Teddy Eberhardt. What shall I play?
My music.
Don't do that, please. Those microphones I set up over there are very sensitive. Just about took out my eardrums.
He wants to listen to my
You can play that thing
conversations.
when I'm done.
If
I'll
his
let you know when
microphones
that
are very
is, all right?
sensitive,
Okay.
I do it again.
No, no, no. Don't even think about it. Nancy? Nancy?
If he's got microphones everywhere, Nancy should just stand in the corner of the room and be like, "Hi, John, I can see you. Nice turtleneck." What? Really testing his patience.
Nancy?
Who this? Ruth Kensington from 1864? Flicks his finger across all the keys. Nancy, give him fake evidence of ghosts. Is it okay for him to record everyone without them knowing about it? I don't like that. She doesn't look like she's from 1864. Let's be real. He does. She does not. I'm recording ghosts.
Thomasina O'Neill.
Her hair looks blue here, not black, but it's
Looks like
fine.
Camille was teaching herself how to play the piano. It's locked.
Let me unlock it! Her hair is improper for the time. It's true. He can only record in Camille's car. That's true.
I wonder what's under here and what the deal is with those weird-looking bolts. I need something that will turn the bolts. Looks like some kind of sewing sampler. I wonder
Awful
if there's
Ursula.
a relationship between those symbols and those numbers.
She angry.
Fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Well, it's fine. She'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Well, I set up all the microphones in the car with the piano. Yeah. Is it okay for you to be recording it? Ah, it's fine. Oh, I forgot to call people.
Nancy, hi, it's me.
Hi, Bess.
And me.
Hey, George. What's up?
What's up? You're the one who's on the train with a bunch of famous people. You tell us.
It was Adventure Time, yes.
Torture, Nancy. I'm dying of curiosity here. Bess, just calm down. Oh, like you're not just as curious as I am. She's the one who insisted we call you Nancy. Only because you're driving me crazy. I'm supposed to be helping her paint her room, but
Adventure Time's great.
She's like, where do you think she is now? How do you think the Hardy Boys are doing? Why do you think she hasn't called? What do you think Laurie Gerard is wearing? Oh, George, that is so not true. I couldn't care less what Laurie Gerard is wearing.
Pardon my yawn.
Come on, Nancy. You're on a train full of famous people.
Oh, that's so
around, but who knows
sweet.
where? So dish already, would ya? Bess, calm down. Look what you did. You got paint in my hair. I'm sorry. You know, actually, that looks kind of cool. Nice try, Bess. No, really. You're just saying that because you're afraid I'll bail and you'll wind up having to paint this dump all by yourself. George, I kid you not. You should seriously think about doing some major highlights in that
They could have
color.
built it
What
in the
color
train,
is
but I don't know.
Adobe beige.
Nice try, Bess.
What's going on, Nan?
Our hostess has disappeared.
What do you mean?
They built the train around the
I
piano.
mean,
Yeah.
The train went into a tunnel. Everything went dark. And when the train came out of the tunnel, no Lori. She just disappeared.
Publicity stunt.
My thoughts exactly.
Remember the time she was allegedly kidnapped from her Vegas hotel room? Yeah, the guy across the hall just happened to have a camera and got it all on tape. It made the evening news in practically every city in the country. And then there was her daring escape the next morning. Only it turns out she faked the whole thing. Of course, she claims her ex-boyfriend faked it to get back at her. She thought she was really being kidnapped. Like anybody believes that.
Sounds to me like somebody has been spending a lot of time reading the tabloids.
George has. Very funny. So what else is going on?
Before she disappeared, Lori told us that the purpose of this train trip is to find out what happened to Jake Hurley, the train's original owner.
Was he murdered or something?
No one knows. He was married to a woman named Camille, but she died, and he eventually vanished while mining for gold. His train was found abandoned in Blue Moon Canyon, Nevada, with no one on board but his dead engineer.
So, Angel, it's properly pronounced Nevada and not Nevada.
Theories?
Not yet, but the train is also rumored to be haunted by his dead wife.
So first Hurley's wife dies, then Hurley vanishes, then the engineer dies, then Lori vanishes. A pattern, maybe?
Nevada. Okay,
Do
cool.
us all a favor and leave the detective work to Nancy, okay?
Has either of you been to Copper Gorge, Colorado?
Never heard of the place. Why?
Well, that's where the train I'm on is headed. Apparently, Jake Hurley buried his wife Camille there after she died on the train.
She died on the train? Ew, creepy.
Nevada. I think I've always pronounced it Nevada, but I'm glad to be corrected because I want to say it right.
Jake used to see strange lights at night bobbing
Nervindo?
alongside the train and thought it was
That's
Camille
that
dancing.
might be.
Super creepy. Yeah, I just got goosebumps. Which is hard when you're practically covered in paint.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Let us know what happens.
Probably because the other way is closer to how it's pronounced in Spanish. Oh, okay. You got no email. Wait, what did that say? We are sorry for any inconvenience this is causing you, unless of course you are a hacker, in which case we're not sorry at all. Neverlando. What is Luxord?
This is the Drew residence. Please leave a message.
Where is that? As a hacker, I am offended.
Bye, Hannah. Bye, Hannah.
Because I've never said it before, ever. We gonna take a picture of this beautiful carpet. Wow! Here, Hannah, have a picture of the carpet. Cool. Everyone who's played Kingdom Hearts, I should say. Oh, I have not yet played Kingdom Hearts.
Hey, Nancy, right?
I'm gonna send a message to Garrett real quick. Okay. Jay! It's Lucazord?
You've got a better memory than our hostess.
Or Lukezord? Lucazord?
Amateur detective, huh? Never thought about
Hannah calls like,
becoming a
Nancy, why did you send a
real
picture to the
detective?
house?
You know, like me.
Well, I don't know. Do you like what you do?
I love it. You, heard about those bank robberies I solved, right?
Tell me about them.
Baffling case. Two-man team at 17 banks in 3 states in 5 days. FBI had no idea who the perps were. But after forcing their vehicle to a stop, confronting them, despite the fact that they were armed and giving chase, I single-handedly made the call.
I heard they stopped because you accidentally rear-ended them.
You heard wrong. You see, Nancy, when somebody does something really remarkable in this country, the first thing everybody else does is try to tear them down. Reporters, late-night comedians, even some of my fellow officers, all have been spreading vicious lies about me. Why? Because they've never done anything remarkable in their sorry little lives, and they're jealous. Anyway, you should look around in here. Lots of interesting stuff. This was Jake's private car, you know.
I understand that you found something on the floor in the dining car.
Yeah, at first I thought it was an old coin, but it turned out to be some kind of slug.
Do you think it had anything to do with Lori's disappearance?
Nah, probably been lying there for 100 years. May have served a purpose back then, but now, worthless.
What are you going to do with it?
Well, I'll tell you what. Here, keep it. Wear it around your neck or something. That way, when people ask you where you got it, you can tell them Tino Balducci gave it to you. The Tino Balducci.
I forgot how terrible Tino is.
Oh, thank you.
What else can I do for you?
How does Tino keep getting hired? I don't know.
So, what do you think happened to Lori?
She could have been kidnapped. She could have been tossed off the train. She could be hiding from us. But I obviously won't know which until I've gathered all the facts.
I hope does CJ have wear it around your neck or something as a quote? That would be a good one.
So you're gathering facts?
Of course. It may not look it because that's my style. I'm a low-key kind of guy. But hey, don't worry. I'll know the facts when I know the facts. The truth can't be rushed, you know.
Have you had a chance to talk to Charlena Purcell?
Now, why would I want to do a thing like that?
What about John Gray?
The ghost guy? Total quack. Only reason I talked to him would be to arrest him for fraud.
It's been great talking to you.
Don't mention it.
Wonder what Jake used this for. Another gemstone.
This one's my birthstone. Amethyst. February babies. I know Angel's a February baby. Do we have any other February babies in the chat? Tino couldn't find a duck in a pond. They don't have my birthstone in the game. The aquamarine? I don't know anything about Kingdom Hearts yet, but I will play it one day. Camille with Hager Anderson and Chantilly Hildegard. That's a February baby. Awesome! Dude, V, you're missing out. Oh, I know. I do plan to play it one day. Gemstones and how to identify them. We got amethyst, we got citrine, we got tiger's eye, we got zircon and olivine and garnet and tourmaline and aquamarines and emeralds and garnets and pyropes and peridots or peridots. Both are considered appropriately correct pronunciations. Or we got rubies and sapphires and zircon. Whoa! Just the mainline games. Don't worry about the other nonsense. Okay. We got the bling! What? My favorite part of Kingdom Hearts 3 was the crabs? I don't know what that means out of context. Ugh, goodness.
Looks like an old-fashioned cigar box. Wonder why it's locked. JH for Jake.
I literally could not even explain it to you if I tried. Okay. I like that top hat. Nancy should take this. And yet I know exactly what she means. Okay, first pipe puzzle. Let's go.
There, all done.
Got him. Are they anything like your pet crab in Skyrim? They are not as good as my good boy. Do they dance? Brit's pet crab would definitely join in on table twerking at Red Lobster.
Another gemstone. Eliza Sandberger.
Decorative red ribbon.
An old scale. strange. It seems to be built into the wall. It's locked.
Owl and cherries.
Those symbols look like the ones I saw in that sampler.
Bleep. Bleep. Wait, what? Okay, hang on. 7, 3. Got it.
That square and that duck look very familiar.
Got a 1.
Silver. What do all those colors have to do with silver?
Silver is orange, blue, green, red, purple, yellow. Hey, A-Rocks. Hey, Cat. Yeah, some blue moon. Yeah, we're doing senior mode.
Looks like to make this thing, whatever it is, I'm going to need a spyglass, a pickaxe, and a lamp. Citrine, amethyst, zircon.
Thirsty
Those
nose.
are all gemstones, I think.
Could be so upset about thing that befell a doll, but I accidentally knocked the one Camille called Naughty Tina off the shelf and literally, I'm afraid, fractured its tiny skull. Despite my heartfelt apologies, Camille burst into tears at the sight of the crack which now traverses Naughty Tina's face, tears which continued unabated for hours. I told her I'd order her another as soon as we reach Copper Gorge. Yeah, Double Bubs and Book for Bot are engaged to be married, which I think happened around Christmas or New Year's, if I remember right. Oh, wow, look at this. Wow, magic. This is so fancy for the 1800s. Christmas Eve, yay.
If
I remembered
had a lamp,
right.
This is where I'd put it. Jake said a spyglass goes here.
These things are my favorite parts of Nancy Drew games. Like cutscenes like that.
According to that diagram I found, those 6 gemstones are supposed to go in these 6 holders. I have no
Nice. I
idea
hope
which
you
one
drive
goes
safe and
where.
get some good supper. Fancy. Spin it. Wow.
We need to find the gemstone that goes here.
Okay, so we don't have those gemstones yet.
Wonder what's supposed to go here. Looks like I need to
Ooh,
add
Zaxby's.
letters
Did you
into
get the
this.
toast?
The question is, which
I know we've
letters?
talked about this before. Nancy, you can always guess. It's not like places set with explosives, but sometimes they are. So I can imagine why she would be hesitant. Ooh, pizza rolls. Mmm. Yes! Got me the toast. Whoa, lucky. Well, I was doing really good. Got him. Christy makes really fun videos. Yeah, where are bombs not left? Got him. My neck is kind of sore today. Gotta do some exercise.
Oh my
What's
gosh.
up, Lori?
I never thought you'd be the one to find me. No offense. Nadine?
Nancy Drew.
That's awesome,
Well,
dear.
as you can see, I wasn't really spirited away by ghosts or anything. That bookshelf in the dining car.
Where
you
Nancy
step
Drew
on this thing
famous.
in the floor in there, and it slides
That's probably
open.
a smart idea,
I practiced
Britt.
disappearing for weeks.
Was anyone else in on the trick?
Just the engineer, and all he did was keep his mouth shut. See, here's the deal. My dad wound up with this train when he bought out Noram Shipping. They'd been storing it in this old warehouse outside St. Louis for so long that everybody had just forgotten about it. Anyway, after like mass begging on my part, Dad had the train restored to working condition and got me an engineer and track permits and all that other stuff until finally, here we are, on our way to find out what happened to Jake Hurley.
I think you were going to explain why you kidnapped yourself.
Oh, right.
Here we are.
Well, see, I was one of the first people in like 100 years to set foot on this train, okay? Everything was just the way it was when Jake disappeared. Except I also found this. It's a letter that Jake wrote in 1901 to his niece back east. He was real paranoid about claim jumpers, which is why he never told anyone where his mine was. But he was also afraid something would happen to him, and no one would ever know where it was. So he wrote this letter to his only living relative, Ruth Kensington.
Ruth is the girl in the picture that doesn't look like she really grew up in the late 1800s. We're on the road to Viridian City.
Jake tells Ruth that everything she needs to figure out where his mine is on this train. He also warns her that his wife's spirit is on the train too, which kind of creeps me out. But the thing is, to find Jake's lost mine, we need the train.
How do you know this Ruth person didn't find the mine decades ago?
Mostly because I found that letter in the wastebasket. It was like she'd gotten so ticked off, trying to follow her nutty uncle's clues, that she finally said to heck with the whole thing.
If this couch is 100 years old, it still looks pretty good. I would be okay lounging on it.
So you want me to try to figure out where the mine is?
Uh-huh. As for the other people on board, if you want to show them that letter, go ahead. It's totally up to you. We're going to Copper Gorge because that's where Jake buried Camille, so I figured his mine might be somewhere around there too. But if you think we need to go somewhere else, you just let me know and I'll have the engineer take us there.
How come you didn't try to find the mine yourself?
Maybe I did. Or maybe I just thought letting other people try to find it would be a good excuse to throw a party. I like parties.
How well do you know your guests?
Well, I don't know you or those Harvey guys at all.
Hardy. Frank and Joe Hardy.
Whatever. I didn't know John Gray before this
Whatever.
either, but I love his show, and I figured he'd jump at the chance to investigate an honest-to-goodness haunted train, and now that someone has finally found me, I can finally go meet him for real.
What about Tino Balducci?
I met Tino right after he got famous for solving those robberies. Inviting him here for this was a no-brainer. I mean, what an awesome detective. And those piercing eyes of his, you just know his mind's in there going 90 miles an hour.
Uh-huh.
How well do you know Charlena Purcell?
I just know her from her books, which are so good. In fact, I just started reading her latest one, The Moon Tells No Lies. See, what I'd really, really like to do is write romance novels. Everybody who knows me says I'd be really good at it. In fact, a while back, I sent Charlena some ideas, you know, just to see what she thought.
And?
She hated them.
If I was on this train, what car would I stay in? I really like the caboose. I think it's really cozy.
Bye.
Either that or the sleeping car.
Locked, naturally. I wonder how you open it.
I want to know Lori's romance novel ideas. Me too.
I wonder how you're supposed to get this open.
You want to stay in Camille's car and play the piano?
Looks like a dance floor, maybe? Okay, got my dancing shoes on. Now what?
They're probably in the romance section of the Nancy Drew fan fiction fandom. I try to avoid that
I bet I know
area
what
of
this
the
is for.
internet. Time to boot, scoot, and boogie. Britt, those were not cowboy boots. Please. You can't boot, scoot, and boogie in without boots. Oh yeah, we need to read this letter.
The 3rd of November, 1901, from somewhere in Colorado. Dear Ruth, I know that we've never met, but now that your father, my estranged brother, is gone, you are my only living relative. I am writing to you to tell you about my mind before I, too, depart this earth, and its location is lost forever. I cannot tell you outright where it is,
I have my
lest this
boots
epistle
right
fall
here.
into the wrong hands. But with the information which follows, and with my train, which shall be yours upon my death, I promise that you'll be able to find it. First,
Tennis
you
shoe,
will need
scoot,
a
and
map.
boogie.
To obtain it, know that my travels have taken me all over this great country, to towns which can be difficult to find, to Calico, Silverado, and Central City, to Dodge City, Virginia City, and Tombstone. To locate the mine on the map, you'll need my projector. When it comes to placing the stones, you'll need to ask someone who holds a warm place in my heart. I have stored his name accordingly. But to retrieve his name, you'll have to give the dolls an order. This will require looking inside Camille's dancing shoes for the name of their maker, and wearing the shoes as you perform her favorite step on the dance floor. As for my beloved Camille, she has 4 words for you, words which, when translated into numbers and used in combination, will help power my projector. But alas, she's taken them with her to her grave. So go to Copper Gorge, Colorado, and pay your respects, and let some of her goodness rub off on you. I promised Camille that this train would always be her home. In return, she promised to never leave, and indeed she never has. People say I'm crazy, but I've seen her, and heard her, and feel her presence on the train even today, 20 years after her untimely death. So above all else, my dear niece, let nothing happen to my train. It holds wonderful things. Kindest regards, Jake Hurley.
Oh, okay. So, okay. Calico. Silverado. What was next? Central City. Wow, 2 of my favorite things in one stream. Tino Balducci and your favorite Nancy Drew game? Let nothing happen to my train. Yeah, I knew it. Nancy pulls the emergency brake again and damages the inside of the car with her face collision. Oh, hi, G. You must have gotten my message. Dodge City. Dodge City. Virginia City and Tombstone. Okay, Virginia City. Did you hear me yelling to you earlier? That's what he asked Ruth, not Nancy. That's true, I guess. Plus, we did that before we read the letter. Nverstba. Neversba.
Guess I'm done. Strange. All that's left is a jumble of letters.
Riddy was yelling at you. Yeah, Ruth is a jerk.
That must be the projector Jake mentioned in his letter to Ruth.
To, not at. That's true. The very loud screaming summoned. Yeah. Remember when that was a meme in the her streams? I sure do. Wow, look at that! What this?
Jake's mind must be somewhere on this map, but where?
Man, I really want a Capri Sun. The Nevertstaba thing was a meme in the, like, the official Her Interactive streams for a while.
Well, it's the little lady detective. What do you need?
Let's all go get Capri Suns. Yeah!
Oh, yeah?
It turns out that slug wasn't so worthless after all.
That slug? I mean, I knew that slug was...
I knew that slug was the
That's why
clue!
I gave it to you. I mean, I could have found Lori no sweat, but I thought, hey, why not give somebody else a shot? And you came through. Nice
Wow,
job.
Tino, you're such a great guy.
But look, from now on, if you come across anything that may have something to do with Jake Hurley's mind,
Same.
let me know, okay? Just so I can, give you advice, help you sort things out. After all, the opportunity to work side by side with a world-famous police detective doesn't come along every day, you know.
Do you think I could take a closer look at that cougar statue?
What, that cigar clipper? Go ahead, take a look.
Look, Nancy's hands don't exist. So he's just floating.
Stone to build that thing in the diagram I found.
Every time I see the V-sip emoji, I think the koala has a pint of beer. No!
Interesting. I just wanted to get a good look at it, that's all.
That one sip of Capri Sun was great after soccer game.
How did you and Lori meet?
We met at a party in New York. Nice girl. Not a lot of stairs.
Tino, I'm about to crack this case wide open Balducci. Just from the lines, you know?
She seems to have a thing for your eyes.
Yeah, she always told me they were... I mean, she told me once that she thought they were very, brown.
You might be, G. Who knows? Is your V logo new, or am I just late? Oh, my, my profile picture? That's been my profile picture for about 2 years now. And hi, Mace, how are you? Thank you. I'm glad you like it. She told me they were very brown.
What do you think happened to Jake Hurley?
He probably died trying to work that mine of his all by himself. But I'll let you in on a secret.
That's okay. No worries.
I'm onto something that could crack this case wide open.
Oh, there it is. There it is, Cat. Crack this case wide open.
You know where the mine
That
is?
Australian band.
Can't go into detail. Let's just say that thanks to yours truly,
Oh,
Jake
my
Hurley
brain.
won't be a
Tino hates the hero of the game.
It's been great talking to you.
Don't mention it.
Okay, silver was what? Ah, dang, she doesn't write it down? In senior? I think in junior she writes down the sequence. Good thing I have it written down. I'm sure Tina will find the mine eventually. Orange. Blue. Green. Red. Purple. Yellow. Ain't this gonna be a new stale meme?
Looks like a pattern for some kind of...
Hurley's
dance.
whirly burly.
Maybe I better keep this.
Making me want to hurley. That wasn't funny, but I just said it anyway.
Carbide and acetylene works.
Wilson Carbide. And I'm going to try to say this. Acetylene works. I don't know if that's how you say it, but here it is. Dear Jake, I've sent you 2 lamps, which you should receive by the end of the month. When you get them, simply place carbide in the lower chamber, water in the upper chamber. Then use the built-in flint lighter to ignite the jet of gas, which results. As you'll see, the carbide lamp is an exceedingly practical device, especially for people in your dark and dangerous line of work. Would that you or I had invented it? She's probably going to comment on something, isn't she? Nope. Okay, great. In your last letter, you sounded quite despondent, old chum. I suppose this is understandable in view of your failure to strike it rich. But I am living proof of how quickly misfortune can turn into good fortune. Little did I suspect 5 years ago that my attempt to produce aluminum would instead produce calcium carbide, or that calcium carbide, when placed in water, would release acetylene. Yet suddenly, I was the surprised but happy owner of the patent for an inexpensive way of manufacturing an extremely flammable gas. Just as I became wealthy when I sold that patent, I have no doubt that you two will someday be handsomely...
Always your friend, Thomas Wilson.
rewarded for your efforts. Continue to keep me apprised of your adventures, dear friend, and never ever give up. May the lamps I sent you soon light your way to the gold you seek. Always your friend, Thomas Wilson. That's true. Friday. Tina found the mine before he got on the train. It wasn't funny, but I said it anyway. That's basically my life motto. But you're always funny. Simply, in case he was like room for error. He's just testing Nancy. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what G said. Tara's actually funny, so, you know. I don't know about that, Chief. Garrett, he called you Chief. Okay, I needed to get this. Ba-bum! Chief. Why was that so funny? Ayo! Dang, I wish I thought of Jeep.
So,
I found Lori safe and sound in the caboose, so I guess those vibes you got about her being in serious trouble were wrong.
We
strange.
did.
My
We
vibes are
did.
never wrong. What's even stranger is I'm still getting them. So maybe they're not about Lori. Maybe they're about you.
Me? I'm not in any trouble.
I like how Nancy doesn't look up
Trust
Thomas
me.
Wilson's name and
Either
realize
you're
that letter's
Lori
probably
is,
worth a
or
lot.
soon will
You're
be
right.
in big trouble.
Could you be more specific?
Unfortunately, no.
Well, then why
Catch
say
you later.
it?
Take care.
John? John Gray Raincloud?
No, no, no. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. No, no, no. Please don't.
I'm laughing because of Jeef. Oh, I can do this now,
That
can't
tool
I?
saw in the caboose. I bet that's what you used to unscrew these
Whoops,
bolts.
I touched the one I didn't need to touch, so that's cool. Got him. Gonna be kind of lurking while I play a game. Okay, be safe.
More pipes to connect.
Wait, thinks about it so hard. Maybe I'm...
Oh, this thing happened as well.
Thank you, Arox, for subbing for 11 months! Maybe I'm just an innocent little baby who does not know what's going on. She has a letter from the Mr. Wilson from Dennis the Menace. Hashtag Jelix. Arox. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think maybe I'm just like a little baby that doesn't know. I was thinking about playing the piano.
Here we go.
Oh, okay. He keeps telling you not to think about it. Oh, I see. Maybe. I thought that maybe the nickname thing was like a naughty word that I didn't know about. What you call G. I was just confused. My brain was like, what?
Yes. I found
Okay,
Lily.
enjoy
She's in the
supper.
caboose. You were right. She disappeared because she wanted to see which of us would find her first.
I wouldn't think hard about that.
Congratulations.
Okay. I won't.
Did you know that Lori wants to be a romance novelist?
Doesn't everyone?
Have you discussed any of her ideas with her?
No. Could we please talk about something a little more pleasant?
Yikers.
The others on the train, John Gray and that police detective, do you know them very well?
I
Okay.
don't know them at all. Needless to say, I don't watch television, so I've never even seen Mr. Gray before. Although I do know that his profession, if you can call it that, is rife with crackpots. As for Mr. Balducci, from what I've read, his success in solving those robberies was less
I bet
a matter of
Charlena's books
talent
aren't
and
even
more
that
a
great.
matter
I
of
should read one
being in
on
the right
stream.
place at precisely the right time.
Do you think he's a good investigator?
No. You and those two Boy Scouts you're with would make better detectives. Is that all, dear?
I'm gonna put that in the thing because that's a good quote.
I'll let
Boy
you get back
Scouts!
to your writing.
All right, then.
I don't watch television, just Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Video. They're lusty dime store novels. G's favorite books.
Nancy, what's with the Cheshire Cat grin?
You found Lori.
Yep, she's holed up in the caboose, and as a reward for finding her, she let me have this. It's a letter from Jake to his niece in which he leaves clues telling her how to find his mine. Only the clues are extremely obtuse.
You found Lori. You got
Frank's
the Lori
hand
from
is
the
huge!
Guess you don't need us anymore.
Oh, Joe.
It's
get
like-
out of it. Want any help?
Half the
Hey,
page!
that I do.
Now you're talking.
Ready, please.
It stands to reason that the only person other than Jake who had to have known the location of Jake's mine was the engineer on Jake's train.
Very true.
Not necessarily. Jake might
Yeah.
not have told him the exact location.
Don't need
Maybe he
this.
just had him drop him off somewhere nearby.
Well, still, we'd be way ahead of the game if we knew where that drop-off point was.
If the engineer had any surviving relatives, we may be in luck.
The guy died more than 100 years ago. How are we supposed to find out his name?
Maybe Charlena What's-Her-Face could tell us how to go about it.
Good idea, Frank. I'll ask her. I found a diagram for some kind of contraption that Jake designed, but to operate it, you need his pickaxe and some kind of lamp or lantern, which it looks like he gave to somebody named Buell.
Buell? Joe, show her.
Show her what?
That old picture we found.
Okay.
We found this on the bookshelf. See? Buell's Supplies and Pawn Shop. That's gotta be the same Buell Jake gave his axe and lantern to.
Yeah, 100 years ago. And the guy was a pawnbroker, Frank. The stuff's probably long gone.
Or maybe it's still somewhere in Copper Gorge.
Well, that's where we're headed, so let's just hope for the best.
Right.
Balducci wants me to share everything I find out about Jake Hurley with him.
I'll bet he does.
He just doesn't want you to show him up again.
Yeah, he wants you to do all the legwork so at the last minute, bam, he can swoop in and grab all the credit.
I wouldn't tell him a thing, Nance.
Unless it's to get lost.
See you in a bit.
You know where to find us.
That was aggressive. Which part?
Engineer, this better be Miss Gerard.
Well, actually...
Forget it.
The show her the letter. That bit. Show her the thing. Yeah. Whoa, hello. That's such an awkward, like, click point. Like, you're here and then you're like, hello. You're coming from the kitchen? Hey, guys. Oh, okay.
This must be how Lori disappeared.
How many do I have? 1, 2, 3. I need 6. Where are all of the other... Oh, crubs. Exactly. That's some methyl stuff right there. I don't remember where all the rest of the gems are, so here we go. I'm gonna look for them. You got a gem in here? I don't think so. I know the spyglass is in there. I got that. I can't get that until he leaves. I'm just gonna stick some carbide in my pocket. That won't stain my pants. Okay, square and duck, but I only have 3 sluggies. Yoink! Yeah. Hey, Brooke.
Whoa!
Ah.
Somebody must have thrown the emergency brake.
Question is...
So she just teleports back to the first car.
Or something.
Oh, Joe, now you sound like Lori.
Hey, I was the first one on the scene, and I saw no one.
Who was the next person on the scene?
John Gray. Then Balducci came bursting through one door while Frank and the engineer came through the other. Boy, was that guy ticked. He said the train could have derailed. He reset the brake, muttered a few choice words, then headed back to the engine just as you and Lori showed up.
Everybody was there except Charlena. I don't think she left her laptop the whole time.
Do you think she could have thrown the brake and snuck back to her laptop without your seeing her?
Not likely, but possible, I guess.
The question is, why? What did she or anybody else stand to gain by stopping the train?
Answer? Nothing. Which is why I think we should at least consider
There are a
the
lot of
possibility that
turtlenecks
something
in this
less
game.
human in nature may be at work here.
Frank's wearing a turtleneck. Charlena's wearing a
I'm going to see
turtleneck.
if
John Gray
Balducci's
is wearing a
done testing
turtleneck.
for fingerprints. Catch you later.
Is Lori wearing a turtleneck? I don't think so. But I wouldn't be surprised anymore at this point.
More questions?
Goodness!
Do you have a theory as to who pulled the emergency brake?
Well, I know it wasn't me. I assume it wasn't you, and I highly doubt it was Lori. So that leaves those 2 friends of yours, Mr. Gray and Mr. Balducci.
Do we ever find out who pulled the emergency brake? Is that a plot point that's ever resolved?
What do you think their motive was?
I don't
Tina
know
saved
about their
everyone's
friends,
lives.
But perhaps those other 2 simply
Yeah,
thought it
there's
was
a lot of
fun.
turtlenecks.
Boys will be boys.
How would I go about finding out the name of Jake's train engineer?
If you're smart, you'd ask me. And because my work is going surprisingly
I
well,
think it
during
is.
my next break, I'll log on to my archives at home and see what I can turn
I
up.
don't remember who pulled
Great,
it.
Thank you.
Whoever invented the cellular modem.
Turtlenecks were
That's
popular
who
in
should
'06. Were they? And for turtles, always. Okay. Yes, I think it is in yes. So,
Would you like to
Gosh.
see the letter that Lori gave me as a reward for finding her?
The one in which Jake Hurley supposedly tells his niece how to find his
for
lost
those who have
jewel?
not played it in the... Not played it yet, I don't want to spoil it, but was it the culprit that pulled it?
You can
Hey,
say I'm
Axel.
foolish, dear.
How are you?
I can't.
Is it the culprit that pulled it and I just don't remember that plot point, like, happening or being answered?
Aren't you even going to try finding out what happened?
I'm glad
to
I'm
Jake
playing
Hurley?
Indie 2. I was
No
in the
time.
mood today.
The only reason I haven't insisted
Not the
that
culprit.
Lori
Okay.
release me from all this silliness
I'll
is
just
that
have to
there's
pay
a
attention.
possibility that what happened to him has the makings of a bestseller, although I highly doubt it.
Why are you so sure that Jake's story wouldn't make a bestseller?
His story is an all too common one. A man wanders off into the desert in search of gold and never returns. Why? He either doesn't have enough food or water, or he encounters hostile natives.
You want the honest answer without naming anyone. Yes.
What about his wife, Camille, dying on the train like that?
That does make the story a little more interesting. She probably died of something mundane like pneumonia or even measles.
It was not the culprit.
Now,
Okay.
if it was wintertime when she died,
I'll have to
and
pay
they were in the
attention and see if I
mountains,
remember.
Jake no doubt
It's
kept her
been
body on the train for
a couple
months
years
before
since I've played
burying her,
this.
which is rather delicious in a morbid sort of way.
I love delicious morbidity.
How do you think Jake's engineer wound up dead on the train in the middle of nowhere?
My guess is the engineer got tired of waiting for Jake to return, took off in the train to get help, and died of a heart attack along the way, after which the train rolled to a stop in Blue Moon Canyon. Anyone experienced enough to single-handedly run a steam engine would have been quite a bit older than Jake.
Morbid.
I'll let
I'm
you
glad
get
that
back
I was
to your
able to
writing.
stream tonight.
publisher
I haven't
says-
been able to stream a lot lately. And like I said, I was just feeling the indie vibes. Okay. Ooh! It's a... Well, it's frozen. Uh-oh.
What is that?
Ooh! Ghosty! Oh my goodness. Still better effects than mid. You could play Ran. Oh man. The controversy. Camille Ghost.exe had to load. No donkeys this last train. Hey Dizzy Dratini, how are you? I've seen you in other Nancy Drew streams before. How are you? I can't remember if you've been in mine. If you have, I'm so sorry if I'm forgetting. It's been a crazy couple months and my brain has turned to mush.
What's up?
I saw a bunch of weird glowing lights outside the window of the sleeping car.
Really? Actually, I'm
Were you
not
scared,
surprised.
G?
Charlena said Jake Hurley used to see them too, only he attributed them to his dead wife, Camille.
They're probably some form of piezoelectricity. See, my guess is quartz crystals in the ground.
I haven't
are
caught
being
your stream
compressed
before. I
as the
remember your
train
name from
passes
Pal.
over
Okay,
them,
Pal
and
Pal
the
was here
resulting
earlier, but he
voltage,
dipped
called
out because this is a game he
piezoelectricity,
hasn't played
is
yet.
manifesting itself as glowing lights, probably because of
Hey,
some quirk
Indy,
in the
how are
train
you?
shape or in the composition
Good
of
to
the
see you
metals used
both.
in its construction.
I hope you're doing
It
good.
was custom built, remember.
We are all safe.
Whatever it's called, it was unnerving to say the least.
Just turtle.
Take it from me. Old Mother Nature was capable of some pretty scary stuff.
I feel like John Gray, for those of you who watch Pal's channel, when he gets to this game, I know he doesn't know who John Gray is, but he could totally cosplay, I think, as John Gray.
So you making any progress in here?
Oh yeah, not only am I getting some real unusual EMR.
You're a suspicious turtle, G.
electromagnetic
Oh,
readings,
snap. She
but
got
take a
ya.
look at this.
Terror goes by Terror. Nancy Drew Clue Crew goes by Brooke a lot. And you're Mia, right? I called you Indy, but I think your name is Mia, if I remember right. Don't start with me, Axel. Uh-oh.
Frankly, I'm not into this ghost stuff, so I think I'll pass.
No problem. Need something else?
Can I come back and listen to
Thanks
it?
for the chat.
Pleasure talking to you.
Can I change my mind?
Hey, glad you stopped in. You gotta listen to this.
What have you got?
Okay, sounds good.
I put this digital recorder in the corner where Camille showed up in that
And
picture,
most people
turned
call
it
me
on
V,
so it
but
would
you can
just
call me
keep
V
recording.
or
Now when you
V-Bud
play it
or
back,
Victoria
it's normal
or
volume. All you
Tori,
hear is
whatever you want.
background noise.
Oh, that's fine. I think I remember you
But
had
when you
followed
turn
me
the volume
recently.
way up and run the signal through a filter or two.
Oh, thank you for that follow, Dratini. I appreciate that. We're listening to Spookies.
I hear something.
Did you hear the
It
Spookies?
kind of sounds like a woman singing.
Not just any woman.
Camille.
Camille.
So be careful what you say in here. She's listening.
She's listening, just like I'm listening to you, Nancy, with all my microphones that I put around this car.
I'll let you get back to work.
Come back anytime.
Axel, that made me laugh. Okay, yeah, exactly, Friday. Okay, I have 4, nope, I still only have 3, because I was walking back this way. You recorded our combo with the ASMR, yeah. Welcome to my channel. Welcome. No, I will not be an ASMR streamer. You do not have to fear. Oh, I need to call Bess and George. Why is it sometimes so slow?
Yes?
But I fear. Oh, no, don't fear.
Do you have any idea who threw the emergency brake?
I know exactly who did it.
Tara, that's so true. She'll just awkwardly laugh while trying to do ASMR and claim I'm so weird. And that'll be that for ASMR. Vasmerwin. You should... Okay, here you go. You ready? Thank goodness for no ASMR. Well, I'm going to do another one right now, Angel, so just be ready. I hear ASMR and then I want ASMR. Okay, ready? Here we go. Why are there protesters in a small town like this? Awkward laughing fits in. Does it?
You do?
Well, who else could it be? Camille. None of us has any reason to stop the train but Camille. She doesn't want us to find Jake's mine, so she's going to do whatever she can to keep its location a secret.
I'm gonna start doing ASMR and it's just like Nancy quotes. Like, okay, here's text. If you last that long. I shouldn't have done it. Okay. All right. It's open to Shorty.
Well, no. But I'll tell you what. Your friend, that Jim Harley guy?
Gosh.
Not
Yes,
Jimmy,
give us
Joe,
Millie.
Joe Hardy.
Yeah, well, he thinks it's Camille, too. He just doesn't have the guts to say so.
It's open. Here, Shorty. Okay. Oh my gosh, Brooke with that emote. Okay.
I hear
Sit
that
in the garage. Drop the mic. Huzzah! Huzzah! Whack!
out a couple of times, yeah. As for why we stopped going out, you'd have
Oh,
to ask him.
goodness. Oh, my head hurts a little bit from laughing. I gotta call Bess and George. Killa! Oh my gosh.
I'll come back later.
You go, girl.
What? I feel like every time I play Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon, weird stuff happens. Okay. Hello? Probably the train's fault. Yeah, that's it.
Hello?
Hi, Bess.
Hey, what's going on?
Lori gave me a letter that Jake Hurley wrote to his niece, telling her how to find his
It's the
gold
ghost's
mine.
fault, obviously.
Lord knows where the
I
mine
fought imaginary elves stronger than you.
Because apparently Jake was too paranoid to tell his niece outright where it was. So he filled the letter with all these weird,
The
obscure
emo-
clues. I don't think Lori could make
Yeah, it
heads or
is.
tails of them. I know
That's
I
an
barely
actual
can.
quote.
Sounds like when he lost his wife, Jake may have lost a few marbles as well.
Someone through the emergency
How
brake
come
and
I
almost
can't-
derailed the train.
Someone tried to sabotage the
I must not have touched a trigger.
According to Joe, someone or something.
like a ghost? Joe believes in
Did you
ghosts?
play,
How about that? You two have something
did you
in
play Danger by
common.
Design recently?
Else in common. We're both in our own way very
I actually considered playing Danger by Design tonight, but I really was in the mood for Train.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Let us know what happens.
I know, Oxel, I know. I know!
Darn. The name of the
Okay,
shoes is so
that
clear
was
that
the
I
trigger
can't
I
tell
needed.
what
I
it
gotta
is.
pick him up after I read the
Maybe
letter.
Bess and George can help me figure out
PJ
the name.
Salt! I'm sorry. Now I call my friends. What kind of drugs was Manette on? I don't know.
Hello?
Hi, Bess.
It's open! Both. Played it last night. Made sure to get Heather fired. PJ, Control Alt Delete. Yeah.
The name of the company that made Jake's wife's dancing shoes is too faded to read. But to find Jake's mine, I need to know what it is.
Hey, I know what you can do. Take a picture of him with your cell phone, then send it to us, and we'll check them out for you.
But I thought you guys had to
It's
keep
always
Bess's
ice cream
room.
time.
Boring. Besides, we're going to have to take a break soon.
Adventure time!
Probably because Bess has gotten more on me than she has on the wall. Anyway, send us
Hello,
pictures of
Mickey.
you via cell phone, and we'll get right on it.
Oh, you guys are the greatest.
I know. Need anything else?
I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, let's look at our pictures.
George, back to work.
Boink. 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 Now call him. Did you get my picture? Has someone actually tried to play 2 indie games at once?
Hey,
That
Bess,
feels
it's
like an
me. Got the name
E-stream.
of those dancing shoes yet?
Probably. Okay.
Talk to you soon.
We'll be right here. Yeah, washing the paint out of our hair.
Shall I peek? Sure. Is there a non-ice cream time? That's true. Gigi, no, JJ. Gigi, JJ. I don't have the patience for 1 Nancy Drew game, let alone 2. Hi, Tino. Garrett is your biggest fan. That's the 2nd time this week I've said that.
Glad you dropped in. Lori told me she'd given you a letter from Jake Hurley that says how to find his mine.
That's right. You can read it if you want.
Lori should have given that to me. I mean, I'm the trained professional around here. Let me take a look.
Your bear ballings? What the heck is that? I just have to play mid as
I've
one.
seen enough.
Your favorite guy, G.
2 words. Useless. Those are just the rantings of a guy who spent way too much of his life swirling mud around in pans under the hot sun. 5-star nut job.
You don't think there's anything helpful in there?
Oh, snap. What's a bear balling? It's a joke from when I played Ghost of Thornton Hall. Oh, I just missed all of the fun.
Did you find any fingerprints on the emergency brake hammer?
Snap.
None that red in hell, thanks to Casey Jones up there. I told the old geezer not to touch anything, but he went and got his big...
Has Tina's upper body always been shaped like that? I think so.
If we didn't need him to drive the train, I'd charge him with obstruction of justice.
And I also don't like how out of focus his eyeballs look. But that's just me.
Did you do anything else besides look for fingerprints?
His head looks so disproportionately small.
As a matter of fact, I found this. Probably fell out of the
I remember
press
playing
pocket
Ice
when
before
yanked on
Train,
the
so in the
handle.
beginning of
Looks like
Ice,
some
when they
kind of
mentioned Tina, I
thermometer.
was like,
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
kind a certain ghost hunter uses on that bogus show of his.
You think John Gray threw the brake? But why would he do that?
Because they're thinking about axing his show, that's why. I checked with this buddy of mine in L.A. Gray's got to
Yeah,
come
he
up
looks
with
very
something
strange,
real
Coley.
big real soon, or he's toast. And he can't get much bigger than a train with a spooky past that's prone to strange accidents, now can you?
Have you confronted John with your suspicions?
All in due time. I always like to get my ducks in a row before I make an arrest.
But couldn't someone else have dropped that thermometer?
Please. Who's the top cop here, huh? Who's the world-famous detective? You? I know what I'm doing,
Well.
sweetheart. John Gray wanted publicity. That's exactly what I'm gonna give him.
How come you told me you and Lori never went out, and she told me you did?
Don't you ever stop asking questions?
When people start answering them honestly, I do.
get him.
I dumped her, okay? I'm not proud of what I did. I'm not happy about what I did, but it's done. It's over. Now let's drop it.
If you didn't want to dump her, why did you?
You are incredibly irritating, you know that? I dumped her because people said going out with her would make me look
I'm glad you like it.
Said she was a joke, but no one took her seriously. Said if I started hanging with her, no one would take me seriously. So I stopped calling her.
Did you ever tell Lori any of this?
No. Now take a powder. I don't feel like talking anymore.
Need some salt with that honesty. You go, Nance. Wow, Tino. Yeah, exactly. Stop embarrassing Tino! You gonna come save your broski from my questions?
What's up?
Are you by
What's your
any
favorite
chance
Nancy
using
Drew
the
game?
small
Secret of
digital
Shadow
thermometer?
Ranch?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am.
That's my number
When I
one.
went through the box I packed them in.
I'll go over
that
my
one
top
there,
5 though in a
I
sec.
came up one short. I was hoping to set up at least 6 in here.
I love
Whole
horses!
spots. How did you know I was missing one?
Same.
Because Tino
Coley's
Balducci
favorite
found it by the
is Shadow
emergency
Ranch as
brake hammer
well.
when he was dusting it for fingerprints, and now he thinks you're the one who pulled it.
That's ridiculous. I didn't have any reason to pull the emergency brake.
So my top 5 are Secret of Shadow Ranch, Shadow at the Water's Edge, Ghost of Thornton Hall, Labyrinth of Lies, and Phantom of Venice. Those are my top 5. Be streaming on a late Monday evening. Yeah, I'm probably only gonna go about 30 more minutes though, so it won't be too late. How you doing, Spartan? How'd the surgery? How's your? I know your surgery went well. How did the? How's your recovery going?
Is it true that your show is in danger of being canceled?
Newsflash, my show was canceled. Happened last night. But what nobody knows yet is that it's been picked up by a major TV network. Not only am I still on
He,
the air,
like, froze
but I'm
for a
sitting
sec.
prettier than ever. Any other questions?
Were you in this room the whole time prior to that emergency brake thing?
Of course not. I made a couple of trips to my compartment in the sleeping
It's
car
late?
to get more
It is
equipment.
for me.
But did I get an overpowering urge to pull the emergency brake while I was there? No.
Well, I'll catch you later.
Goodbye.
Do you have anything for me, Bess and George? Please. It's feeling great. So far, I've already started to work it out so I can start my recovery. Good for you.
Again, just checking to see whether you were able to find out the name of those dancing shoes yet.
Your wish is our command. But hang on to your hat. The name is a real
Okay. That was my celebration snaps. I'm kind of hungry.
That's French for shimmering socks. Apparently, if you were at the dancing...
He got MTV2 to pick up his show? No. True TV.
Joseph Chateaubriand. Got it. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for letting us help.
Okay, bye.
Talk to you soon.
Okay.
Oh, so John Gray did pull the brake. Okay, I just forgot that. I'm gonna go do the feet. I mean, the dance puzzle. That came out weird. Yeah, Snap Celebration Dance makes me so hungry. Oh, man. You guys can tell when I get tired because I just suddenly stop being unable to speak words. Yum? Is that your comment to the feet or to being hungry? The feet. The Profeetsy dance. Okay. I just want to make sure that this is the same for junior and senior. Because I have it drawn. Yes. Okay. True TV, home of the Impractical Jokers. Suddenly stop being unable to words. Axel, I don't know if I ever told you this, but I think I did. Or maybe I mentioned it. But I worked a day on the Impractical Jokers movie. And they said hello to all of us that were doing extra work. They were very nice. Vat? It's like Lucas. Vat? I did meet them very briefly. I'm just a concert. I don't know if you saw the movie, but they have a scene where they're at a Paula Abdul concert, and I was just like a concert goer, like in the crowd at the concert. And they just came by and like said hello to everybody and like shook hands and stuff, but it wasn't anything like, it wasn't like we had a conversation or anything. Victoria, why didn't you tell me? I genuinely keep forgetting that I worked on that movie because I haven't watched Impractical Jokers in so long. Yeah, no, I did. I'm so sorry that I didn't tell you. I genuinely just forgot because I like always forget that it exists. You are the worst. I'm so sorry. My favorite Joker is Salarmer. Impractical Jokers is a show where they like, it's four friends that have known each other for many, many, many years, and they like basically like they have to like dare each other to do like embarrassing things, and if they like don't do it, then they get like the punishment at the end or whatever. I love those Paula Abdul concerts. It's really funny. Okay, all right. We're doing the puzzle. I'm so sorry that I didn't tell you until right now. That was like 2 summers ago that I filmed it. And then life just got crazy and no, or 2 falls ago maybe. But yeah, it was pretty fun. But then I never saw the movie because I forgot that it existed. Yes, I forgive you, but yes, I understand. My favorite is the guy with the beard. Q? Does Q have a beard always? I don't know.
Guess Camille liked to collect dolls.
All right. We're doing what up? I don't know. Okay, Chantilly Hildegard is first. The dolls. Chantilly Hildegard. Oh, she's right here. She's in the right place. Okay. A.U. Awful Ursula. She has red hair and look how angry they all look from far away. Don't they all have beards? I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Number 3. SS. Sickly Sarah. She got 2 different eyes. They all look very evil and angry when they're far away. Where is CJ with French when we need him? I relate to Alice being yawning. Me too. Dang it. Okay. E.T. Edna the Terrible. She's the one that says, Mama. Yep, that's it. T.E. Teddy. I think Teddy is the one that has the kilt because he came in the box that is in this pattern. 6. S.C. Sadie Crawford got 2 left feet. Which, who built a doll like this? It's terrifying. Chaussette? Oh, Chaussette Chatoyant. Got it. Chaussette. Okay, number 7. Hager. He got the sprinters. 8. T.O. Thomasina O'Neill has a chunk of her hair missing because that's exactly how I want to display my dolls. Y.A. Yawning Alice. And then I guess 10 and 11. Oh yeah, Naughty Tina's got the broken head. Shout out to the pumpkin. Okay. Santa Claus? We got some more slugs. We got this delightful artwork with the girls in the fancy hats. Shout out the pumpkin. Okay, be safe with the dishes. Thank you for 2 pumpkin showers. Thank you for 2 pumpkin shout outs. That was great. Of course the pumpkin is a person. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know where the last 2 are. So we doing okay? Hi.
Before you say anything, I just want to say thank you.
For what?
Tino came to see me. He said you'd made him realize what a jerk
1,
he'd
2,
been for
3,
dumping
4.
me,
I
and now
declare a
that's
thumb
it.
war.
Isn't that great? He said he doesn't care what anybody else thinks. He thinks we make the perfect couple.
Well, you can't argue with him there.
So what do you want?
Bye.
I'll be waiting.
Okay, be safe, Christy. I hope it's a good phone call. So are you and Lori having the best time ever now?
I can't stay mad at a fellow detective. What do you need?
It's been great talking to you.
Helping
The last 2 times I've counted out 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3. I know the words. I wanna swing from the chandelier.
I'll let you get back to work.
Take care.
From the chandelier. My mom's in the other room and she's probably gonna be like, what the fuck was that? I could probably unlock some more stuff with the scales and the slugs.
More questions?
Were you able to find the name of Jake's train engineer?
I came across 3 references to the fact that Jake had an engineer, but I'm afraid none of them included his name. I failed. Sorry.
Your mom has
I
known
should
you
get
for your
going.
whole life. That's true.
Thanks you.
That's true.
Nancy, you missed it.
What I missed?
Missed what?
The argument of the century.
Joe, he's exaggerating.
Oh, come on. You heard them. They were ready to tear each other to shreds.
Who?
Charlena and Lori.
All we heard was the tail end of it, and unfortunately, we really couldn't make out what they were saying.
So you don't know what they were arguing about?
No.
But whatever it was, both of them were absolutely out of their minds, livid.
And it would probably be a good idea to find out why.
Let me look into it. I'll talk to you later, okay?
You know where to find us.
Square and duck.
More questions?
What were you and Lori arguing
Thank you for
about
musicaling.
earlier today?
Lori and I? We weren't arguing. We were simply discussing a topic about which both of us are passionate, that's all.
Were you discussing her wanting to be a romance novelist?
No. And even if we were, that's really none of your business. I know that sounds harsh, but really...
Yeah, that would be way more fun.
Eavesdropping is so...
Oh, thank you.
tacky.
Actually, it was Frank and Joe Hardy who overheard you. They said I should talk to you before they gave me all the gory details, but since you obviously don't want to tell me your side of the story, I'll just have to get the scoop from them.
No, you don't have to do that.
Passionately
The
discussing.
storyline that Lori submitted to me found its way into my last book, despite the fact that she never received compensation for it. She's reading the book now, and when she got to that part, she freaked.
And that's what you were arguing about?
Yes. Now, legally, she can't prove anything, and I'm certainly
Oof.
not about to admit anything.
What a trash
And
bag
it's
you
not as if
are.
She needs the money. But that's what we were arguing about. For what it's worth, I'm going to talk to this producer.
Be safe,
to see if
Riddy.
he'll cast Lori in his next movie. It'll help ease my conscience, and who knows? She could wind up being a star. I mean, she is blonde.
I'll touch bases with you later.
All right, then.
Charlena fails to remember that Lori comes from a lot of money, and I bet you she could procure a pretty dang good lawyer, and at the very least, your reputation as an author could be very, very widely spread as plagiarism.
What's up?
I'll let you get back to work.
Goodbye.
Oh yeah, I need to look at this. 4 and 1. Okay. Also, the fact that Charlena's like, yeah, I stole the idea. What of it? Like, ooh, barf. Okay. Four and 1. Four. And... Uh-oh. 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 What did I do? Yikes. Okay, hang on. So I need 3 slugs to equal to 4. Okay. She did commit plagiarism. Unpublished work is still protected by U.S. copyright law. As long as Lori still has the original copies, Charlene is under a lot of hot water. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Ayo!
There. With any luck, I just opened the stove in the dining car.
Okay. Running. I'm starting to get a little sleepy here. Probably gonna call it soonish.
James Thurston.
Hey, how's it going?
Tino found one of John Gray's thermometers by
Yeah,
the
koala
emergency
for
brake
sure.
and was getting ready to throw the book at him.
John Gray threw the emergency brake? Why would he do that?
That was my first question, which makes me wonder if maybe Tino's the one who's up to something.
I still say there's less to all this than meets the eye, if you get my drift.
I get your drift, Joe. I have lived with
Yeah,
your
I have
drift
no
for
idea,
years.
Friday.
I am saddled with your drift.
All right, all right.
I think I know the name of Jake Hurley's engineer, James Thurston.
Great! What else do you know about him?
Well, nothing.
Good.
Good.
Yeah, finding out more about him will give us something to do. We'll look into it.
Talk to you later.
If you need anything, just let us know.
More questions?
Yeah, I
Well,
wanted to
there we
ask
go.
you why you were
My
such a
publisher
terrible
thanks.
human. Oh, no question, no answer? Okay. That's true.
What's up?
Well, I'll catch you later.
Take care.
Whoop. Waiting
What's
on my
going on?
disc.
Hope I didn't take up too
I'm
much
playing
of your
this on a
time.
disc.
Anything for a fellow detective.
And I don't know if it's my computer or my disc drive, but like sometimes I have to like sit and wait for it to like load. Lori, tell me about what just happened with you and Charlena. I want to hear everything. All the juicy details.
Yes?
Oh,
Bye.
okay.
As soon as you figure it out, let me know.
All right, I'm going to go talk to the Hardys again then. We're gonna turbo mode through the train. Zippy zoom through the train. Just kidding, later. Woohoo! So, if the train was moving this way, but you were running this way through the train, wouldn't you be like suspending yourself in air? Anyway.
Hey, how's it going?
Were you able to find anything out about Jake's engineer, that James Thurston guy?
Good news and bad news. The good news is he had a wife in Copper Gorge, so he may have had children.
The bad news is our internet service provider stopped providing before we could use our cell phones to find out anything else.
That's okay. We can do more checking when we get to Copper Gorge.
Right.
And we get in there, look at the farm we're driving by, and the fields in Nebraska or wherever we're at. And some elk. I prefer the Excess Express to this train. I do love the Excess Express. Hot dang! Alright. I think this is where I'm going to call it. We've got a few things we're able to do when we get back. We're going to save it on Pull the Lever Kronk because, you know. Alright. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun. I was just in such a Nancy mood, and so it was nice to like sit and chill and play some Nancy. Oh, maybe that was South Dakota? That's possible. You're welcome for streaming, Indy. You're welcome for streaming. It was so great to see you all. It feels good having like so much of the fam together. So For real, like, I had a really great time, and I hope you guys did too. I'm not going to stream tomorrow night because Pal and Optic streams on Tuesdays, and then CJ streams on Tuesdays, so those are kind of their night, and so I'm not going to stream tomorrow. But I will be streaming with Holland on Wednesday for Best Wednesday, so we're going to get through some more of Phantom Hourglass, and so hopefully I'll get to see you then. But take care of yourself. Have a wonderful rest of the night. Have a good week, and I'll see you soon. Bye!